Hello, this is Troy with the Crown Sword Productions, bringing you a new show. Well, kind of new. I started with it a while back when I first started up the channel. Don't think I actually ever uploaded it. But what it is I'm calling it Smite Explained. Now, what I mean by that is I play this awesome video game, Smite, which it's filled with a whole bunch of people from mythologies and characters and whatnot. And it basically is me explaining to you the mythologies behind all these heroes. And the first one that we're going to be exploring today is going to be King Arthur, the wielder of Excalibur and the king of Camelot. And oh boy, it is lagging because game audio is not that good. Oh geez, my computer is not liking this. Ugh. Hold on, wait. Nope. Let it catch up. Oh boy, this is going to be fun because I'm not good in general when it comes to video games, but I thought this would be fun to talk about King Arthur for a good video and have something interesting to watch besides just me sitting in a chair. Um, so if you see me looking up here, it's where I keep all my notes on my second monitor. And I'll just get right into the lore. So, King Arthur is the son of Uther Pendragon, and I believe there was a fight between Uther Pendragon's kingdom and King Arthur's mother's kingdom, which I cannot remember for the life of me. And he had to go into hiding, which means that it was not a. He did not know that he had royal blood in him until much later in his lifetime. And one day when King Arthur was squiring, oh boy, a pretty pop-up just came up. Love it when that happens. But King Arthur was... Oh boy, I'm running low on health. Let me just read to you the lore and I'll talk a little bit about the King Arthur fun facts and whatnot. It is often in the time of greatest strife, when a land and its people rest on the precipice of destruction, that a hero shall rise to deliver them from ruin. So it was the ancient land of Britons, a realm torn asunder by darkness and war, that the great king they would ever know would come. He was Arthur, son of Uther Pendragon, king and warden of Camelot. His coming was prophesied by the great wizard Merlin, glimpsed in a comet burning through the night sky, herald of the monarch who would unite all Camelot and usher her into a new age of peace and prosperity. Though little older than a boy when King Uther fell and the mantle of ruler passed down to him, Arthur would rise and take hold of his destiny as savior of his people. Benevolent and adept in statecraft, honorable and cunning in war, Arthur was the symbol of New Britain. In his hand is Excalibur, that mythic blade of divine power, that only the most just of rulers may wield. Ever since the fateful day she first came into his possession, the sword has never left Arthur's side, and countless since the fateful day she has came into his possession, that sword had never left Arthur's side, and countless are the foes he has brought low with her, the blade's power amplified even further by his exemplary prowess in battle. Arthur has withstood any foe who has sought Camelot's downfall, be it the numberless hordes from beyond the seas, or the sinister plots from those from within his own house. No matter the scheme or the enemy, with the aid of his mage Merlin and his knights, Arthur has prevailed. For so long that he draws breath, Camelot's lord shall not rest until her safety is won. Now the great king hears the call of Avalon and answers. So that's pretty much a quick rundown of that, and now it's time for all the fun facts that I know about King Arthur while I'm playing. So, the one thing that I know is Excalibur. Excalibur is King Arthur's mighty sword, and the really funny thing that I love about the name Excalibur is that it all it translates to is great sword, which if you know anything about weaponry, there's a type of sword called a great sword. So I'm pretty sure in the original translation it was just a great sword. It was probably a very well made sword, but I think people heard that word great in front of it and thought it'd be a very powerful blade. And seeing him fight around like this is not too terribly inaccurate. And I got my first kill. Go me. Yeah, it's a. I'm pretty sure all it was a great sword, like the actual item called the great sword, not like an extremely great sword, historically speaking. As you see, I am not very good at this, even though I haven't died yet, which is good. But then again, I'm also playing against robots and on easy. And I'm going to go in and get this tower. Oh, geez, why is everyone in my lane? That's weird. So, another story that King Arthur is in, very prevalent, is the story of him and the love triangle between him, Lancelot, and his wife Guinevere. And I need to go back to base to heal. But basically, what happened was he has a wife named Guinevere. She ended up falling in love with one of King Arthur's best friends, Lancelot. And I believe it was said that the word of this betrayal caused the downfall of Camelot. And actually led to King Arthur's death. Why he's here in, I think, Olympus, fighting other gods in this arena type thing, no clue. It's just fun. But, hey, it's kind of fun. Oh no, I'm under attack. I don't know. Not on my side, but I guess I'm under attack. Yeah. There's a lot of adventures that his knights go on too. Like, personally, the stories of Arthur have been told so much, and we've seen so many adaptations of this King Arthur and his adventures. I'm excited more to see what adventures his knights went on, because there's some really good stories in there. And actually, I would love to see them add more to the Arthurian gods and the Arthurian champions in this game, because there's a lot that you could take from Arthurian mythos. And the other great thing about Arthurian mythos is that the stories have now just become more or less a grab bag of mythological tropes that you can use in your story. And actually, what would be kind of a cool thing is having like a crossover between Robin Hood and King Arthur. That'd actually be really dope. Let me go in and slice up this tower to get... maybe not. Maybe not. Ooh. That's a lot that I really know about King Arthur. There's not a lot to him. He's a great warrior and a great king. Other than that, his character is pretty much standard. There's not much to his character besides the little things that I just said. Oh wait, let's do this. I mean, this character art is pretty dang cool, but definitely not accurate to armor. You know how armor works. Why? Oh shit, that's my first death. Well, let's see. Well, now who do we have on our team? We have Thor, Cuchulainn, Ares, Pele, and that's it. And then myself, King Arthur. I'm trying to think of some things. I like the fact that we do have a decent length on Excalibur, which might go with my theory of it's just a great sword. No magic, just a great sword. I'm trying to think. There's not much else to King Arthur that there really is to say, so now I'm just going to narrate what the heck's going on in this game. So, for those of you that don't know this game, it is a MOBA where you destroy towers leading up to a big bad enemy, and you basically have to fight your way through these towers to get to the enemy. And there's other champions on the other side that you have to fight. Get over here. Oh boy. I did it! Take that, Amaterasu. Okay, let's not get killed by just the standing tower thing. I like the fact that the fighting and the standard fighting animation that I have here is nothing flashy. It's very much just swinging a sword. Not much. It's realistic sword fighting is what this is showing. More or less. The sword's a bit too big for it to be that realistic, but on the most part, what he's showing is pretty standard sword fighting. And the armor's also a bit too big as well. Let's get that tower down. Got it. Now we're on the Phoenix. I personally have not written King Arthur into my own stories yet, I am working on getting up to King Arthur. Oh, one thing that might make you very intrigued is King Arthur's age. Most people, if they were to guess King Arthur's age, would say something around like maybe mid 30s or maybe going into his 40s. King Arthur, when he drew the sword out of the stone, was about 14, and he actually was King of Camelot at around 20. And I need to get out of there, else I'm donezo. So don't think anyone's following me. But I'm gonna recall. Yeah, he's about 20 years old, right there. Which is very intriguing, because you would not expect a 20-year-old to be leading one of the greatest kingdoms into battle. So in this series, I am going to be doing a lot more gods. I'm going to try to get through all of them, which they're adding more and more every day, so that's going to take a while, but I am going to try to get through them all. And we're going through it by Pantheon, so the next one will be the other Arthurian one that they have in here, Merlin. And later on, I'll be going more and more through all the varying pantheons of the game. And there's a lot of fun, interesting characters in here. Amaterasu has some great stories. King Arthur definitely has a lot of random stories, but some of the better ones, he's more or less just a side character to the knight that's taking them on, that's going on these great stories. Get out of the Phoenix area, Troy. You're better than that. start dealing some damage to this thing. Okay, get out of there. Lead them back here. So we can have a fight. Ooh, ooh, shit. Come on, get that kill, get that kill. Did not get the kill. So, I like the playstyle of him because it fits a bit to the character, because he didn't really have any innate magic besides the sword. And what the playstyle of this is feeling like, it's doing a lot of combos. If you notice, my bar keeps on switching around. And that's it, like changing up moves, because he's a varied sword fighter. Why did I... There's so many things there for that person to target. And yet it targets me. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for them out here. There we go. Man, I'm not doing so good in this game. It is not pleasant. And who knows, maybe in later episodes I'll have guests on here with me to play the game with, to talk about these different characters and mythologies. And see what else there is out there. This is definitely a test video to see how it does and how well I do with talking and narrating over video games, because that's not something I'm used to doing. I usually just am very quiet and have music going on in the background while I'm playing. But who knows, maybe it might be fun. I'm trying to think of what else there is about King Arthur that I haven't really got. There's a lot to King Arthur. And oh wait, there's something I can talk about. There is a movie done. I think it's just called King Arthur. And I really like it because it is a new twist on the tale. It was very gritty. It was a live action movie. I can't remember who played King Arthur, or Arthur. But it was interesting to see because they had the twist in it was that King Arthur was when he escaped from being killed after Uther fell, he lived in a whorehouse and became almost like protection for them, like he guarded them when they would get hurt. Get out of the freaking Phoenix area when there's no minions in there to fight. But he was like down in the dirt in like a slum area. And it was a weird telling, but I really liked it because I do love all those weird tellings of characters. And I really hope later on that they add in more characters to this game from English mythos and stories, because seeing King Arthur in there would be awesome. Well, not King Arthur, but Robin Hood in here would be awesome. Little John, Lancelot, Mordred, Morgan Le Fay, which they have they have one of the origins. I'm just gonna die. Oh my goodness, how'd I survive? How the heck did I survive? I am so close to death. I'm just gonna sneak away. Oh, come on. Thank you for the cover, Pele. That was almost bad. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just really like this game because it's chaotic, but it's also relaxing at the same time to just kind of go in with whoever you're playing as. I'm trying to think of what else there is about Arthur that I can talk about, though, as well. The game is definitely fun, and I recommend a lot of people should play this game. And you want to know the best part about this game? It is 100% free to play. Anybody can play this game. Anybody. And this will be taking up my Monday upload because it is a lot easier to upload this instead of doing another story time. It's a lot easier on my throat, even though my throat is feeling a little bit rough today. Oh, let's get a lot. Why am I targeted by a Titan? Stop that. Oh, geez, when this thing's going down. We got it. We got it. I'm just going to stand right here and take it. And it has gone down. I'm curious to see how I did, because I don't think I did too well. Because I usually play as somebody else during this game. Let's see. Victory. Will it load? Will it load my scores? There's King Arthur in all his glory. Actually, I'm going to do something. Oh, I got level 4 in the battle pass. Oh, cool. I actually got some stuff from that. That's cool. He's messing with the holy light as he wields Excalibur stuff. I love that. That's funny. Well, let's go and actually take a look at his skins and try to see the literary reference that they're making with them. So right here is King Arthur in a nice suit of armor with a red and white trim, and you see the dragon on his crest because his name is Pendragon. There's an alternate skin called Excalibur's Light, which looks like just a recolor of it, which I do not have enough stuff to unlock, which I probably wouldn't because it's just King Arthur. So they took his last name on this one, and I actually might unlock this if I had enough. Pendragon. His last name is Pendragon. Dragon. That actually looks pretty badass. Deathbringer. Ooh. This looks like it might be a reference to the Black Knight, which, if you didn't know, was an immortal being who didn't really help, but was part of the Arthurian mythos. It was an immortal swordsman, fought King Arthur on occasion. What else we got? That's just a convention skin, so it looks like another recolor. Oh, I love it, because it looks very Celtic in Gaelic. That is actually a dope recolor. What is this called? Lost Soul. That looks cool. Looks very much more magical than the other ones. Any other skins? Nope, just his golden legendary diamond skin when you master him. But that was King Arthur in my first video of Smite. Hopefully you guys like it, and you leave a comment, and like and subscribe. Have a nice day.